Hey guys, how you doing? Crypto Mover coming back at you today with another video. Today we're going to be talking about Tron, and it's relatively new. You stake TRX to earn RET, which is Rice Economic Token or Rice Economy Token. We're in round 1 of 7, so it's very new. This is a very new project, and I have some of the specifics up here, so we're going to talk about that. Total staked is about 2 million TRX here. So 1.8 million TRX has been staked. You've got a little video here just kind of talking about why the project, like why they're doing this project and everything. So there's not very much Rice token being distributed. I guess if you pull up the white paper here, which we will in a second, there's only 60 Rice economy tokens up for grabs in the first 7 days of the platform. We're still at stage 1. We're still at round 1. So keep that in mind. There's 7 stages. So about 70 days after the first stage, or 60 days, sorry, 2 months after the first stage. So 2 months and 7 days. So that's how long this is going to last. And there's not very much Rice token up for grabs. Typically, tokens that are short in supply do better than tokens that have lots of supply, obviously, for obvious reasons. But so this is how you will stake. So you'll stake here. You'll enter how much you want to stake, and then you'll get Rice token per hour per day, and all that stuff. And then you can unstake. Keep in mind, we're going to check this out in the white paper. There is a 10% unstake fee. So whatever you put in here, your amount is locked in. Okay, so that's good. But you're only going to get 90% of what you put in here back. So there's a 10% unstake fee. As far as I know, there's no staking fee. So you stake 100% of what you put in here. But there is an unstake fee. So, and then you'll start earning Rice tokens that you can pull out anytime you want. So here's their team. This is pretty good. I look at projects a lot, and it's good. It's good when they publish pictures of themselves. It's not always. This is foreign, the Philippines, I believe. So you should keep that in mind. But we're going to check out the white paper and the audit report, and that's something that you really should check out whenever you're looking at new projects. So the white paper here just talks about what their goals are and what they want to accomplish. And this token specifically has to do with food supply in Indonesia. Indonesia, one of the highest GDP growth, 4th largest population, faces a food security problem. So they're trying to basically raise money to develop a platform that gives people a way to purchase rice with a digital currency, rice-backed token. So the first stage is RET, crowdfunding or Rice Economy Token, and then the second stage will be Rice-backed token or RIC. And the interesting part about RET is that there's lots of fees. This is basically used to raise money for the platform, but RET holders will be paid every 6 months by the smart contract directly to their wallet. So this is comparable to a dividend in the stock market. So every 6 months, you should see some revenue for all Rice Economy token holders, and this is for obviously helping to raise money for the platform. So they're going to develop this platform. I feel like they will. They don't have to, though. This is crypto DeFi, so things are kind of wild out here. So you do need to be careful. But there's only 269 Rice Economy tokens. That is very important. So anything mined right now, anything you put now, you're going to get a share of that 269 tokens. Obviously, depending on how much you put in, you might get a full token, you might get a bunch of tokens. There's already almost 2 million TRX staked, and that's a pretty good amount. Next, we're going to look at so this is the white paper, and this just shows tokenomics, and then obviously where they're going. So they're going for Rice, RIC tokens, or Rice-backed tokens. So now we're going to look at the audit. Audits are very important. White papers are important to see what the platform is going to do. So that's pretty important. Now we're going to look at the audit. Audits are very important. This is the audit company, telescure.in. And we're not going to look at the whole audit. Don't worry. We're just going to look at the highlights here. So this is why audits are important when you look at new platforms. General conclusion: as a result of the audit, no errors were found that affect the security of users' funds in the contract. All of it is managed in the smart contract. They look at the code, they look at everything, and they're telling us that they have found no errors. No obvious signs of an exit scam were found. Exit scams are very common. So, I say common, but it's happened a lot on the Tron network, so you have to be careful. I would not be making a video about this platform if I thought it was an exit scam, but just because I'm making a video about it does not mean it's guaranteed. There's other ways to there's other ways to cheat people out of money, but and right here, liability disclaimer, the telescure, the team basically is not responsible for developers or third-party actions on the platform associated with this project. So basically, if somebody else comes and hacks it, they're not taking responsibility for that. All they're telling us is that the code is secure. The code is secure, and then it gets into a lot of technical stuff. You don't have to understand all of it. The more you know, the better. The more you know, the better. But you don't have to know all of it. So that's RiceTron. If you were to ask me, is this a cool platform? Yes, I would say it is. The link is in the description. I like the mission behind it. I like their interface. It's real neat. So you can look at the contract. You basically, when the company gives you so much information, you should definitely check it out. We can see the contract balance here. And obviously the developers are getting a portion of this TRX. So don't be, obviously you don't want to just deposit money to make developers rich, but you want to get something out of it. And so the long-term utility of Rice tokens is anybody's guess, but the platform is claiming that they are going to pay, the smart contract is going to pay 6-month dividends, so semi-annual dividends, automatically paid from the contract balance and from future balances of their next token. So the reason you would mine these tokens is to get a leg up in future projects, like future platforms by this developer. Let's check out the contract balance here. So we can see here it's got 700,000 TRX in it. So I mean, there's a lot of information here that you may or may not understand. It's not entirely critical. Here's the contract, all the codes. This is super important to just have it available to you. Not necessarily, you don't have to learn how to read it and all that, but you can interact with the contract through this stuff for your wallet. And there's a lot of different ways to do that. I'm not going to talk about that right now. But Rice token, RiceTron, it's in. If you want to look up like different Tron projects or DeFi projects, you can go to dappradar.com. Here, link in the description below, and you can look at all these. Now, just because a project is on Dapp Radar does not mean it's legit. It doesn't mean it's legit, and it doesn't mean that it's profitable, even if it is legit. But you can definitely go here and you can look up all the different protocols and just all kinds of things. But keep in mind, all of this is very high risk. You should consider all of this very high risk, and just keep that in mind, that you're not guaranteed to make anything off these things. So if you want to join RiceTron and you want to start mining some Rice tokens, don't expect to get rich off of them, but you can probably, in my opinion, you could probably expect to make some off of it and have a leg up in the next platform, which when it releases, I'm planning on making a video about it as well. So I'll plan on keeping up with this project. And getting in on round 1 is really important, because as you can see here, there's 60 Rice economy tokens available for round 1, and then it goes down to 40, and then 30. So you're going to get more per TRX if you start early. And obviously they're not giving out hundreds, they're not giving out hundreds per person necessarily, but you can get in and you can get some, and you can get a hold of some of those long-term dividends, and maybe they'll even have a way to stake it for Rice tokens later. Who knows? But there's a big team behind this project, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, so that's my opinion on Rice token. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like these videos. Keep them coming. I'm here to teach you about how to do this stuff and how to navigate the Tron DeFi or ETH DeFi. There's lots of different DeFi tokens coming out, and we're going to be talking a lot about Bankroll. So my next video, I want to talk about Stack, Bankroll Stack, and Bankroll Stronghold, and just all those things, and how they interact with Banker as a whole. So anyway, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Talk to you later.